Good day, everyone. My name is Ahmed. I'm from Sydney, Australia, and this is the first episode of my journey customizing my 2016 BMW R NINE T. Now, I am not a professional or licensed mechanic, but before I bought the bike, I watched a lot of videos and I did a lot of research on works to be done on the R NINE T, but unfortunately, there weren't many. So I decided I should start this series to show you how to do things. As an amateur, I'm not going to be doing very complicated things, mainly deassemble and reassemble some parts. So the first thing I want to do is deassemble the headers, the engine covers and the mufflers, because I want to ceramic coat the headers and the mufflers black, and I want to powder coat the engine covers black as well. Alright, let's get started. Now the first thing you want to do before you do anything is to take pictures of all the bolts, all the screws, where they are before you take them off. So when you want to put them back on, you will know where they need to go. now that we are done with the assembly, I took the parts to high octane coating. What they will do, they will ceramic coat the headers and powder coat the engine covers. To sum things up, for the headers, first we take off the bolts connecting the headers with the engine. And then we take off the bolts at the actual boxer engine. Then we take off the bolts. Which bolts? Yeah. So the rings that are connecting the headers and the mufflers, we unscrew them, and we unscrew the ring that is carrying the muffler at the bottom. And then we unscrew the bolt at the foot peg, and that way we can take off the headers. And that ring that connects the mufflers and the headers, it just needs to a little bit of wiggling for it to come off, but it shouldn't be too hard. For the engine covers, that middle part, the plastic part, it can come off from the bottom, like you saw. Try to use tape around the screwdriver so you don't scratch the engine covers. Also, there is an actual tool to remove the coil. You can buy it off eBay, but I just chose not to, and I chose pliers, and I used pliers instead. A little bit of oil will come out when you take the engine covers off, but that's normal. It's not an issue. Thank you very much for watching, and I will be posting the next video when the headers and the mufflers come back, and the engine covers. And the next video as well will include painting some other parts, but I will be doing that myself. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.